All right, guys, Rational Gig Driver here, and I thought, you know what? Today with the, I tried to go live, and I really, my service in my area sucks. But with something as important as this, I thought, you know what, this deserves a little bit of let's do a little ride along, and let's see how this turns out. When we do a ride along, so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just going to talk to you as I drive. And we're on a Grubhub order right now. But as you've seen, DoorDash, the day has come. I prepared for it. I knew that there would be potential time that something like this could happen. And that is DoorDash deactivated me, at least temporarily. Now, you might be asking, well, Rational Gig Driver, what did you do? What was it that you did? Did you not deliver an order? Did you do something nefarious? Did you do something you weren't supposed to do? The answer is none of that. I did everything I was supposed to do, and yet DoorDash deactivated me, at least temporarily, and I will get into it. And this is why this is important information for you, because you need to know this, because it could happen to you, and you need to follow some steps that I'm going to tell you about in this video to make sure you're prepared when this day happens, because this day is likely to happen to every single driver unless something unusual is going on. And I'll learn about it when you guys comment. So anyways, with that said, let's get into it. So today, I'm logging into the DoorDash app. Now, I found out some upsetting news. I wasn't platinum anymore. I'd been platinum for quite some time. At one point, I had like 300 orders, I think, that I had done in a 30-day period. I was doing a lot of experimenting with the DoorDash platform. Well, that experiment is over. As I had said previously, I never made it to 100%, but I can tell you right now, it is not financially worth getting to 100% on the DoorDash platform. It just isn't. And I think, demonstrated it in the videos that I was at. Now, can you make money?
I don't understand.
Yes, you can make money. The question is it the most effective way to make money? And no, it is not. Anyways, so I came out this morning. I woke up this morning and I saw I was at 99 deliveries in the last 30 days. So I was like, wow, damn, I'm at gold. So I scheduled myself for the first available shift because I didn't expect that I was going to fall out. I thought I was okay, but I missed it by one. So I was like, well, I got to go out. The first order I do today, I'll do. So I go in, I schedule myself, I go out, I activate my dash. Everything's fine. And what I found to be unusual was I wasn't getting any orders. So I try to go into my app again, because I realized that, I was multi-apping, and I had my DoorDash app running on my Z Flip, because I'd been doing that because I was back to using driver utility helper. So I like to have that operating on my Z Flip, and then I'll have my Z Fold will operate my shopping apps, and Maxymo using Grubhub and Uber Eats. So I noticed I hadn't gotten anything, and of course, so I turn my screen on, I click into the app, and it looks like it's not working. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I'm sitting there troubleshooting. I'm trying to get the app to work. I'm trying to get it to reload, and then all of a sudden it takes me to this screen, and it basically says your account's temporarily suspended. Background check in progress. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I got an email that it was coming, but it didn't tell me any information I was going to need to know. So I go in and I'm like, wait a minute, I've got to be able to get back to my app. So ultimately, I have DoorDash support's number programmed in my phone. I called DoorDash support and I said, hey, what is happening? And they explained to me, yes, your account's been temporarily suspended pending your background check. I said, well, how long does the background check take? They said, expect 3 to 7 days. So, of course, I've been checking, but basically, DoorDash has suspended my account. They said they do that because if you don't pass the background check, they don't want you on. And I think what I might have done, one of the things I did today before I went live on DoorDash, is I completed my alcohol certification. And one of the things in the alcohol certification says is you got to get background checked. So I can't help but think that when I complete the alcohol certification, and then it throws me into my background check that they've been promising to do for the last 3 months. So I'm thinking, okay, there it is. But for me, Obviously, if I was a one app guy, this is a devastating situation for me, my family, if I'm depending on money. And my situation right now is, some of you may know, my wife's pregnant. She's due on Monday. We're kind of in it, could happen anytime, but we have a C-section schedule. So I was planning to work today all day long. I needed to get out there. Tomorrow I'm going to be out of the pocket a little bit because I'm taking my son to college. And then Sunday I'm planning to work all day. But I needed to maximize earnings today. And here it is. I didn't know this was going to happen. DoorDash didn't let me know. Now, fortunately for me, I'm blessed in the sense that I have a lot of other apps. So I have not missed a beat today. I'm sitting at $81 right now. I've worked about 3 hours now. I am on an $11 7-mile run for Grubhub. So that's going to put me at about $92. And I should be, I hope, at 100 or over 100 by the time I hit my 4-hour mark. So I'm on pace for a very normalized day. In fact, I don't think I could produce a day like that in my market if I was just using DoorDash alone. But with DoorDash coupled with Spark, coupled with Instacart, coupled with Grubhub and Uber Eats, I can create those days. So the good news is I'm not missing DoorDash much. And I thought to myself, you know what? This is going to give me an opportunity to really feel like, hey, what can I do if I didn't have DoorDash? If I'm deactivated, if I do end up getting deactivated for some reason, if my background check doesn't go through, then I guess I'll find out. This is kind of a little preview of what's life going to be like. And so far, like I said, I've stayed very busy. I've missed no beats. And in fact, I'm kind of feeling like sometimes I would take DoorDash orders probably too soon, especially when I'm working earn by time as much as I had been to try to get orders in and avoid, again, you can get good payouts on earn by time, but it's a lot of miles. And sometimes I think there might be better offers out there hanging back on DoorDash a little bit. And I've been kind of considering, as I knew I was coming to that crossroads where I was going to have to go back to just pounding out 15, 20 DoorDash orders. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't make as much money when I do that. So why in the hell am I worried about being on DoorDash all the time when it doesn't seem like I've needed it? Now, of course, as soon as I do that, I'm always fearful that I'll need it and I'm not in position to utilize it. And then I got to go out and worry about scheduling. But I'm thinking, I think I need to put DoorDash in its proper place. But now I don't know if DoorDash will have a place because, as I said, my account is temporarily suspended. It's temporarily deactivated, as the individual in support told me. It's a temporary deactivation, and they do that to protect the platform while they're awaiting my background check, which I think is crazy because I've been delivering all the way up to the moment they decided to activate this. And man, what the hell? It's ridiculous. So as of right now, I'm checking right now. I'm still there. It says complete background check in progress. It says it acts like I'm a new dasher. It says, bank account added. That's not even checked. Complete first delivery. That's not even checked. It's like I'm day one dashing. Odd and bizarre, but be prepared because this can happen to any of you. And they're telling me 3 to 7 days. I could be off for an entire week with no access to the DoorDash platform. And sometimes man upstairs does things for you, puts things in your path, creates things for you. And this might be, and we will find out whether or not I come running back to DoorDash, arms wide open, saying, friend, where have you been? Or I say, you know what? I figured out how to live without you and get in line. But, like what they're going to do to me here, think about this for a minute. Like I'm at 99 orders. I never got a chance to do an order. And even if I did, I'm going to continue to fall down that tree. So are they freezing me? Are they going to recognize the fact that I asked this person and she said, well, no, the system will continue to recognize it. And I'm like, but I didn't have an option to go do a background check. I mean, I guess I had an option to make sure my situation was okay, on a daily basis. But it's like, if they're going to take me out for an entire week, I will lose a week worth of deliveries and I might fall all the way out of gold. Well, I don't think I could fall out of gold because I'm at 71%, but it's crazy. This is crazy. And this is the stuff that they should have warned me and they should warn every driver that this is going to happen. So my advice to you is make sure you are active on at least 2 apps. Make sure you have, and these apps are apps that are viable opportunities for you to use if you need to use it. Because a week of lost earnings while DoorDash is doing something, is rechecking my background check. I should be able to stand on that previous background check. I should not have to wait a week. That previous background check should still be okay to work on. So this is highly disappointing, DoorDash. Highly disappointing. And again, I'm prepared. Are you prepared? Put in the comments if you're prepared. Can you live without DoorDash or whatever your primary app is? Can you live without that for an entire week? Because you may have to do so, or possibly longer. But this is the kick in the ass that I think I needed to know that, hey, you know what? I've got to stop playing the games with DoorDash. I'm not playing them anymore. I'm going to go back. I'm not going to worry about acceptance rate. I'm not going to worry about playing the games to get the higher acceptance rate or any of that bullshit. Because look, I have done just fine, but we'll see. I always say you got to have a body of work, but this gives me encouragement to do it. But it's like right now I've got so many options and opportunities in Spark right here, ranging anywhere from $14 to $20.70, ranging anywhere from 1.4 miles to 6.8 miles. And when you think about that, it's like, wow. So when I look at a Spark order, I look at it and say, I'm looking at that as an hour of work. So if I take a $15 Spark order, because right now that's what the situation calls for, and I don't have time to wait to look to see if anything else is coming, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to make $15 for the hour. Now, I might get that done in 35 minutes, and I might accept another offer that's $15. Doesn't mean I'm going to make $30 for the hour, but I'll make more than the 15. Or maybe I'll have a Grubhub order or something like that. But anyways, are you ready? Do you have the ability to do it? Put it in the comments, and I look forward to seeing it. But this is my deactivation story, guys. I will keep you updated. I will go live again and do some live ride-alongs, non-DoorDash ride-alongs, and chronicle this week without DoorDash being in the lineup. And then, of course, I'll keep you updated on how my background check goes. Now, like I said, it's coming right on the heels of my wife delivering a baby. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't think I was going to even be out, or if I was, it was going to be very limited. But it would certainly be nice to have DoorDash, if I'm doing a little nighttime dashing, because that's what I have time for. And now I'm without it. So it is what it is. But anyways, I will keep you guys posted, and I will keep you guys abreast, and we'll go from there. So with that said, guys, stay rational, be prepared. What are your 3 apps you're signed up for? Because if you're not signed up for 3 apps, you need to get on working on that today. Let me know the 3 or more apps that you work in the comments of this video. Guys, stay rational, be prepared, and I'll talk to you soon.